Welcome to Exchange Rates UK TV. It is the 13th of July 2021, and it's hard to believe we are almost halfway through this month. And by default, that also means we're halfway through 2021. Looking at Cardano here, first I want to take a look at the weekly chart and show you what's going on. So get rid of the volume profile because it always makes it look wonky. Clear tightness up here, constriction, and then when we look at the RSI, it's flirting with tagging that level 50 zone. So it's in its first support oversold zone in the RSI when something's in a bull market. This is held as support in the past. Will it again? We'll see. On the composite index, it is trading lower as well. It is getting close to an historical support zone on the weekly chart, but it could still travel lower. And then the percent B is continuing to drop down lower, and it's really not evident yet whether or not it's going to. Well, that is a pretty steep slope. It could push down fairly hard and cross below that point too. The current weekly candle, I mean, we're only 2 days in. This is the first kind of clear weekly candle that we've seen trade below the Kijun Sen in a long time. If you remember back on the week of June 21st, we really didn't spend a lot of time below that zone, even though the wick is down there. But this is the first kind of major time we've spent below that weekly Kijun Sen. And also on the monthly's a good distance away from that level 50 zone yet. So, and we see the percent B is going to likely cross back down below 0.8. So there's, I mean, in other words, the monthly chart is saying that a downside move here is just starting. The weekly chart is indicating that that a corrective move here that is at present could be ending soon, or that the culmination of the corrective move is likely to show up here. But otherwise, yeah, this is looking more and more likely to continue south. And again, when you look at the daily chart, it's definitely evident that that's about to occur. The 40 support zone doesn't look like it's going to hold a support. The percent B is lower, just below 0.2. So everything here is very bearish. And when you look at the volume profile is just pointing to downside pressure. The major support zone in the volume profile is below where we're at. It does not happen until the 35 to 38 cent range. But we did see a lot of participation, if you remember, back in, well, as recently as June 21st, but then back in May and again back in April. We saw that 84 to 94 cent level act as a very strong support zone. The volume is increasing, and it's increasing while prices go lower. So that is another warning sign for people who remain bullish in the short term, is that this is likely to continue south, and that as we're seeing the volume pick up, it's likely to continue south. However, again, I do want to point out that the lagging span is in a spot where traditionally this can cause a huge change in direction. I mean, if the lagging span moves up higher, if it closes above 150, if we see the close here at 150, and that means price is back, it won't be in the cloud, but the lagging span will be above the candles. That is a early warning sign to bears and a early signal to bulls that we may continue the uptrend. But for right now, again, everything is overwhelmingly bearish, and I think there's no reason to get away from that. So thank you for watching. From all of us here at Exchange Rates UK TV, please don't forget to like and subscribe.